Hi, boys and girls. We are still talking about the water cycle, and today we are going to need our science notebook. You're going to need the standard. This is what we are saying that we know that we can do. You're going to need the water cycle. You are going to need 4 arrows, and you're going to need a cloud with rain, a cloud, some water, and a sun. Make sure that all of these are cut out around the dotted lines. Make sure that you have your science notebook and that you have a glue stick. Now, the first thing that I want you to do, I will tell you, is you're going to take this standard that says I can determine that water is in an open container disappears into the air over time, but water in a closed container does not. So what that means is if we set out a cup of water and we just watched it, eventually that water is going to disappear out of the cup. But it's not just disappearing, it's going into the air, right? But if it is closed, if we put a lid over it, the water level will stay the same. And that is because of the water cycle, because of the heating and the cooling. Even in our house, on our counter, there's still different amounts of heat that can heat up the water and make the water go into the air. So we're starting with our standard at the top, and then let me move these out over here. The water cycle label is going to go in the middle of your page. And I want you to start with the sun here, and then try to put these pictures, the water, the clouds with water, and the arrows in order that you think that they go. Don't glue yet, just in case you might have to make a change. But I want you to pause the video and I want you to try to see. This is kind of a test for you to see how well you know the water cycle. So go ahead and pause, make sure that, or try what you think, and then come back and make sure that you did it the right way before you start gluing. All right, did you put your arrows and pictures in the order that you think that they go? So from the sun, the water is going to go this way, and it's going to form a cloud. You can cut these a little bit smaller so they fit on your notebook a little bit better if you'd like. Okay, the water gets heated up from the sun. It condenses and forms a cloud. When the clouds have enough water in them and they get heavy, they start to precipitate. And when that precipitation comes down to the ground, it gets collected in water, in bodies of water, rivers, lakes, oceans. All of our water ends up in one of those. And the water from the ground or the earth gets heated back up and goes back up to the sky. So this is what your page should look like. Go ahead and glue these pieces down. If you have time and would like to, you can color them, that's fine. But this is the water cycle that we need to know for our test. Okay.